Did you all know that August is National Peach Month? And we so enjoyed going out to Dunn and Bowen's orchard this morning and talking with Chris and seeing what all varieties of peaches that they have in season. And do y'all look at this golly napper? I mean, it is huge compared to what you can find in the grocery store. And so today we're going to be making a roasted peach with honey recipe that is going to be so good. Now I know that seems a little counterintuitive because, you know, peaches are naturally sweet just by themselves. But this recipe is really going to bring and enhance that flavor of the peach, and it's going to be so great whenever you serve it along with some yogurt or even some ice cream right alongside. So the first thing we want to do when we get started making this recipe is we definitely want to wash off the outside skin of the peach. And remember, peaches can come in both yellow flesh or even white flesh, so really talk to your farmer and ask him what kind that they have. There's even freestone peaches that will actually free away whenever you cut into the fruit itself. It's going to not cling like the clingstones actually do. They're going to cling more to that actual pit inside. And then whenever you come back inside, you're going to take a knife, and what you're going to do, we're going to have 4 peaches, and we're going to actually have them and also take the pits out. Just kind of go all the way around till you reach that center. And then what you're going to do is just gently squeeze, and look how that just came out so easily. So let's just say that whenever you cut into your peach, and sometimes that pit's going to split, all you simply have to do is either take a spoon or a grapefruit type spoon and just go ahead and actually take that out of the center here, so that way that you can add it to your baking dish. Now that you've halved and pitted your peaches, you can go ahead and add them to your baking dish. And just because these peaches are so large, we're using a 9x13 pan. So if you get some smaller peaches, and you can find those available at the farmer's market, go ahead and use a smaller baking dish. But you can actually see what these actual halved and pitted peaches will actually look like. All you're going to do is add these cut side down to your baking dish and kind of spread them evenly apart, so that way that they can cook evenly throughout the cooking process. And I may have to stagger these a little bit just because they're so big. That's what you find when you buy local though. Now that we've actually got this added on our baking dish, we're going to put this into a 425 degree oven for about 25 minutes. And then we'll show you what it looks like whenever it comes out. After our peaches have roasted in the oven for about 25 minutes, go ahead and return that to a cool spot, let it cool for a few minutes, and then go ahead and start plating this up. And you can see how soft these peaches are. So after you've got your peaches out of the baking dish and kind of on a white plate here, you can see how soft and juicy that they got in the roasting process. And so right now what we're going to do is just add a few other flavors to the mix just to enhance the peachness that we already have going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some honey. You also can use maple syrup if you'd rather use that. But again, I like to use local honey as much as possible. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take about 4 teaspoons for each of these peaches that you have on the plate. I'm just going to do it by eyeballing it. We're also going to add just a little bit of some cinnamon here. And it calls for about a teaspoon, but I think I'm just going to eyeball this one as well because I just love the way cinnamon actually tastes. So you can do it just gradually on each top of the peach. And if you don't like cinnamon, you can certainly take that out as well. You can go ahead and top it off with something a little creamy. And so if you want to make it healthier, you can use Greek vanilla yogurt or just a plain Greek yogurt. Or if you want to use something a little bit better than that, ice cream is always good in the month of August. So what we're going to do is we're just going to show you what this looks like with a little bit of Greek yogurt. I'm using an ice cream scooper. So we're actually just going to put it exactly where the pit was at as a little garnish. And again, if you don't want to use that, that's perfectly alright. For a little extra topping, we're going to add a little bit of crunch. I like almonds. These are also roasted and toasted. So what I'm going to do is just kind of do a little bit per each, just as a little topping. If you don't like this kind of almond nut, you can certainly use walnuts or pecans, whatever you have on hand. Even if you don't like it, if you have a nut allergy, you can also use granola. That also gives you a nice little crunch to it. Perfecto. That is so easy. Oops, I forgot one. forgot one. So you can see how simple this roasted peaches with honey recipe is. Just 3 ingredients. You have your peaches as your main crop. You also have the honey and even a little bit of cinnamon and just a little bit of garnish for some topping and things like that. So if you would like to have some more information about peach growers in our area, or simply maybe some other recipes for cooking with peaches, you can see the show notes at the end or contact your local extension office in your area. We have a ton of great recipes, especially highlighting and also celebrating August with it being National Peach Month. Now that you've halved and peached all your, I meant halved and pitted, not peached. Okay.